Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Pebble Creek Provisions. This is our little 4-acre homestead in rural Nebraska, and I wanted to start a YouTube channel to get more involved in educating people. I really feel strongly with trying to get more information out there for everybody. There's a big influx of people that really want to become more self-sufficient and do things on their own. And I would love to be able to support you any way I can in doing that. We've been doing homesteading type things and learning about stuff for a long time now. I want to say probably close to 14 years. Longer if you include some of the other skills that we kind of picked up along the way. But there's been a lot of growth and there's been a lot of learning. And I want you along for the ride. I have stuff to offer, and I would really love to be able to build a community, get people together, learn, and a lot of times, I myself included, have thrown around the term being more self-sufficient. And honestly, that's not my goal anymore. I really got strongly interested in the bartering and trading. And I think that's going to be something that I really want to implement. I've tried to already in my own community. So we're about an hour northwest of Omaha. So rural, but still accessible to things. But I found there's a lot of people that are just needing things, but like most of us, we can't afford it. So being a single income family, we have limitations. And so I think the barter system and being able to help each other in learning these skills is going to be beneficial for everyone. I don't want to charge people for links or pamphlets or, things like that. I want this to be a free learning platform. I've considered doing some classes here on the farm, which that's something that I feel really strongly about too. It's just not something that's in the cards at the moment. But it probably will happen because we need more people that can do this. So here we are on my farm. Let's talk a little bit about what we have. I'm currently in the garden, wandering around, and I honestly don't know what I'm doing in the garden most of the times, but it does not keep me from trying. I think more people need to keep trying and keep failing and just keep doing, because this is not easy. It's not easy by any means, even when you think you know what you're doing, but I really don't. I feel like, I'm just winging it every year. Every year I learn things. Every year I get better, but I never want to get to the point where I feel like I know everything. And I think this would be a really good place for everyone to learn from each other. So yeah, I encourage tips and tricks or things that have worked for you. I can share things that I've tried, things that I'm currently doing. Right now, I have some beautiful turnips that I don't even eat, but I grow them for the rabbits and the goats. And I do some of those things just to be, include a little bit more things in their diet so they have variety, and have things that are not just traditional pellets. But anyway, I'm getting off topic. So here on the farm, I have currently behind us, it doesn't look super filled yet, but I promise by the end of the summer, I'll show you an update. This girl's going to kick out some food. We have a garden. We expanded the garden this year, and I'll show you that here in a little bit. Right now, I currently have a 32 by 64. I do have weed fabric over here just because I can show you why. So with the rain and the weeds here in Nebraska, they get out of control very quickly. And this is what happens. This is our chicken run, which I let it go crazy in here just because we do have eagles and predators and hawks and things. So this gives them plenty of protection. It does seed at the end of the year, I'm going to try and hack at it so it's not so out of control. But just to minimize some weeds in the garden that's right next door, I put the weed fabric down, and it saves myself a lot of heartache. I still have to weed, but it's more manageable. I love the garden where it's at because it's sandwiched between the goats and the turkeys. And then on the other side of the turkeys, I have the cows. And if I have things in the garden that are turning, or, you know, pests get into them, or things turn or they rot, I can chuck them on either side. So the chickens can have some, the goats can have some, which they're not in here right now. The turkeys can have some, the cows can have some, and everybody gets a snack. And it helps me if I have an influx of things or pest control things. And I get to feed the animals too, which is great. So I don't know how many chickens we have. It's an open-ended question. I know for a fact we have, nope, maybe not. Let's see. I ordered new chicks this summer because I alternate chicks every other year. So 1 year we buy chickens to introduce new genetics. 1 year we hatch our own. This year was the buying. And from McMurray Hatchery, we got, oh gosh, now I think I got 18. Maybe I got 20 of the red stars. So this year, anyway, we have a handful of black stars that we are growing out in a chicken tractor. So I don't know how many chickens we have exactly, but it's 20 plus. And I'll probably be generously estimate the amount at maybe 60. So that's fair. I have 4 ducks. That I know for sure. They free range. We have 4 girls. I do not have any drakes because I didn't want any trouble with the drakes mounting the chicken hens. They free range everywhere. We do have a little pond in the chicken run that they come into when it's really hot, and they do their little duck stuff in there, in their little pond, and it's adorable. And then, let's see, over here we have some turkeys. We raise Spanish blacks. We wanted to stick with a heritage breed. I didn't want a big commercial breed. We have a couple crosses that we ended up with as well. But primarily we raise Spanish black turkeys. There's a tom here. Bloop. There's a hen. Bloop. And then these 2 guys back here, they're our crosses. I don't know what they're crossed with. We picked them up a couple years ago at an auction, and who knows. Here's my beautiful cow Silhouette. She's ready for some snacks. Say hi, Silhouette. And then this is her year-old steer calf. He's not a calf anymore, I guess. Year-old steer. His name is Brisket. We call him Kit. We're going to probably process him this fall. This week sometime, Silhouette should come into heat. And she has a date with the AI tech. So we're hoping that she can get rebred this week. So more on that later. I can show you how we preg check her. I can show you kind of the steps for the vet. She's been very difficult to figure out her heat cycle. So that's why we've waited so long to rebreed her. It's just been kind of a challenge for me being a first-time cow owner. Well, not necessarily a first-time cow owner. We've had cows in the past. They've all been to grow out and throw in the freezer. So this is my first dairy cow that we've had to AI. So we need vet help. So I'm hoping that she comes into heat sometime this week. Her signs are not super obvious, but I'll let you know, and hopefully maybe document it along the way and give you some ideas. So this is my youngest. This is Nathan. Hello. Hi, Nathan. He's helping me with chores tonight. We have 4 kids. Nathan is the youngest. 2 of them are grown and out of the house, and 2 of them are still at home. He's 11 and TJ is 12. Currently, Nathan helps with milking the goats, milking the goat, and He feeds our rabbits and waters the rabbits. He milks twice a day. And then he also takes care of the chicken grow outs that we have this way, right here. So we have a couple that we purchased this spring, about 18 rabbits, 18 chickens that will eventually go into the big chicken pen. They're not quite big enough. TJ is back here. He's also doing chores. So he's in charge of chicken food, water, turkey food and water, goat food and water, and then he checks eggs. So we all kind of share and help out. And yeah, we'll give you a more detailed tour of everybody. I have the dairy goats in the barn. We have the meat rabbits in the barn. I also have peafowl in there that we got this a couple weeks ago this spring, and those were a lot of fun, so I'll show you some of those. I had this really big, profound recorded moment, and then I lost it because I accidentally dropped my phone when I was talking about cows, and I thought it was kept recording, and then it didn't. And so now I'm going to try and recreate that. But homesteading is hard, and I really just want to give everybody some encouragement to do something, learn something, keep after it. I want to build a community so that we can learn new skills and keep encouraging each other. I want to be able to inspire you in some way. I want to be able to just show you how we do it, because every homestead is going to be a little bit different, and everybody does things a little bit different, and that doesn't mean it's wrong. It can be different and not wrong. And there's a lot of controversy on social media where people push like their way or the only way, and I don't think that's fair. So many variables. So I'm going to show you what we do and how we do it, and I hope you stick around.
I forgot the milk.
Thanks for bringing it up.
Subscribe.
Yes, subscribe.
Or else.
Thank you, Nathan. Bye. I will try and remember that. I need to encourage everybody to like and subscribe. At some point, maybe this crazy channel can help out with some of the bills around the farm. If not, that's okay. We're gonna stick with it, and I hope I can teach you something and we can all learn and grow, because I feel like I still don't know what I'm doing, and I've been doing this a while. I can kind of share with you a little bit of how we got started and our story. It's kind of a wild one, but I still don't feel like I know what I'm doing. I still feel like I have imposter syndrome. So if that's you, stick around, because join the party and we'll figure it out. So it's not going to be a super pretty, what am I trying to say? My channel is just going to be real. It's going to be raw. I don't want to spend a lot of time editing videos. I don't want to spend a lot of time doing background music. I want you to listen to the birds in the tree. I have this beautiful elm tree that I'm standing under, and there's so many birds, and I want to be out here. I want to be in the garden. I want to mess with the cows, and I want to check on the animals and raise my boys and make good food. And that's gonna take time away from that if I'm creating and changing and editing videos. So I hope that's okay. It's okay with me. I heard something once, and I can't remember what channel I learned it from. I will try and give them credit if I remember, and I apologize. But she essentially said, if you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. And that really resonated with me, because I've really been a people pleaser, and I don't want to disappoint anybody, especially my family. So I've learned how to say no a little bit more, and it's been so freeing. And so I encourage you to just put your phone down more often, go outside, listen to the birds. I'll shut my cow off now. And enjoy nature, enjoy the outdoors, enjoy time without technology, and go for a walk. And even if you don't have a homestead, even if you don't have anything to come outside for, to feed and take care of and water and to nurture, go to a park, please. Like, just be outside. It does wonders. And I really hope to encourage you to do that. My big dog came out. It's hot, and so he likes to hide. Huh, Dozer? Hi, buddy. He's our big livestock guardian. He takes care of everybody around here. And anyway, I hope there was a good takeaway from that. I hope you stick around. This is just me living my best life. And I hope you come back and enjoy it with me.